Hey there, YouTubers. Made it to Quaden Casino. My GoPro messed up last time. I need something other than a GoPro. But this is a good campground for 15 bucks a night. Vinny got himself a meal, so he was a lot happier. Gonna take Kiki back with me. Oh, and it's taken me a long time. This was back September 29th. It is now after Thanksgiving and almost December. But, you know, that's how video
Well,
goes.
YouTubers, there's Eddie. Site number 4. I think there's 25 here. I can't remember. There's only 4 others here other than me. And I think she said usually about another 10 days, 2 weeks, they'll be open. And in the past, they used to leave the power on, and she's not sure whether they're going to do that. So if you're coming up here fall or late fall, you can always park in the parking lot for free. But if they leave the power on, then it's free. I've stayed here where it's free before, but I can't guarantee you that's how it's going to be. Also, I did a whole lot of talking and asking you to cross your fingers that it was open or that I could get in here. And the GoPro's screwing up royally. So obviously it worked. I'm here. And that's the casino up there. So it's relatively quiet here. I'm going to go in and eat. I don't know if I shared those impossible meals we found at Walmart. They were discontinuing them. They were selling them for $1 and they were like $5-6 normally. I got a whole bunch of those. So I'm gonna eat those. Don't need to get the grill out or do anything. I just need to keep bouncing as I walk. Alright, so I made it here. Got to Ohio tomorrow.
So here's one of those impossible meals. They are not health food. You can see how much salt's in them, but I left the ingredients. Again, not health food. It's processed stuff. But in the casino, I won myself some money, which is very, very good to do when you're on a tight budget. So I usually get lucky and win some money. A casino can be a great place to stay in your van or RV, but it could be a terrible place if you don't have self-control. You can give them a lot of money. Vinny had a lot of self-control and just did some sleeping. Casinos are a no-frills place to win. It was cold outside, but I kept warm inside. Yeah. And some nice views. It's, again, on a nice location over Lake Huron. So it's always an option when you get to the UP before you cross the beautiful Mighty Mac. All right, let's get moving.
All right, YouTubers, here we go. About 8:15 in the morning. Got a little belt squeak. Air ride will take hours to start holding air. And I made when I came in last night, I recorded and said a whole bunch of stuff coming in that apparently the GoPro problems it wasn't recording. But my fingers stayed crossed and I got a place. Okay. We're gonna head out. Vinny was hiding. Just trying to get him to use the litter box before we left, but
turn left.
That wasn't possible. Kiki is in her spot. Gonna be a tough bridge crossing. Okay, to find the casino, basically you drive through town and then you'll see the sign if you're coming from the bridge area. But, you know, it's 2022, everybody's got some electronic help to find places. Back there was a road that I thought about exploring maybe next time. Apparently there's supposed to be some neat land formations on it, but I didn't feel like doing that, to be honest. I was just glad to get in the casino even though I had to pay. I was hoping it could have been free, but it was cold. I think it got down to 34. Where do you think we're going? You be quiet, elf boy. That's a bright sun. St. Egg. I don't think anybody else calls it that. Beautiful. Bright though. pretty good. I think I took a picture. I left the heat pump air conditioner option running pretty much all night. I did not mess up his insulin. I left it in the travel carrier overnight, and then this morning I left it on the floor because the floor was cool enough, and refroze the travel pack, so hopefully I don't waste more insulin. I'll do some rambling later on. Froster's got the windows cleared up, which is good. I think the boats are still running out to Mackinac. And I've shown St. Ignace many times because I come up here like once or twice a year. Like I said, I'm probably coming back up here before the end of the year. But yeah, it's a tourist trap town. That doesn't make it the worst thing in the world, but that's what it is. Won money in the casino. I probably already put that picture on there. Yeah. I seem to do pretty good because I am a low roller. I know that I don't have the finances anymore to try to win a lot of money, because you got to be willing to lose a good bit of money to try to win a lot. So I'll take a free night of camping from their machines plus half a tank of gas. I find that to be a successful casino trip. I should have missed that. We're going to get on the highway here in a second, up here on the right, to go south across the bridge and all the way to Ohio. GoPro's messing up again, the battery. It was fully charged. I put it in here and it dies. How you doing? Good, thanks. You too. Yay, $4. Yay, $4. Okay.
So you want to make YouTube videos. The technical difficulties can drive you crazy.
Speed limit 45. And we're going to be on the grates.
Actually, no grates, but there was maintenance as always.
Not too much wind this morning. And it's hard to cross this without Kiki. I'll turn the radio station on.
Fall is a magical time to visit the Upper Peninsula, as thousands of acres of forest turn into spectacular vistas of color. The land of Longfellow's Hiawatha offers fantastic sightseeing, hiking, and hunting. There's Lake Superior's Pictured Rocks National Park with its colorful cliffs and many waterfalls, the busy Sulaks, Tequamanon Falls, the Porcupine Mountains, Lake of the Clouds, Copper Harbor, Isle Royal National Park, and so much more. You'll want to come back again and again. Please be aware that it is necessary to perform maintenance and construction on the Mackinac Bridge. We will have intermittent lane closures when traffic volumes permit. Please watch for signs, cones, and maintenance vehicles. Be sure to follow the speed limit on the bridge, and remember, while pulling a trailer, to allow some extra safe stopping distance between your vehicle and the traffic ahead. If you would like to know more about things to do and see around the Straits area or throughout Michigan's two magnificent peninsulas, visit one of the Michigan Department of Transportation's 13 welcome centers, conveniently located throughout the state. There are two located in the Straits area. One is located at exit 338 on Nicolay Street in Mackinac City, and another in St. Ignace, just past the toll plaza on the north end of the bridge. Both allow easy access on and off I-75. The Mackinac Bridge Authority looks forward to your safe crossing of what we think is the world's most beautiful bridge. We hope that your trip is enjoyable and that you'll visit the Straits of Mackinac again soon. You're listening to WHNC, licensed to and operated by the Mackinac Bridge Authority.
There is some wind. Not great amounts of wind, but some wind. Doing 43. Speed limit's 45. Go by those pillars, they block the wind, so you get a little lunge. It is stunning.
Just a reminder, you can look up all the stats of the Mighty Mac if you want to, but you're 200 feet above the water, and oftentimes there is wind that makes the crossing a little bit interesting, but it's so beautiful.
Gotta be a slow semi up there. Even at slow speed, it moved me. That's about 25.
I know this video's gotten long, and I'm going to do a bunch of rambling, but reminder, if you look back at some of the other videos I did on this trip, I saw a lot, and shared a lot of the beautiful Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So many places you can enjoy yourself.
I played cat machines in the casino, so maybe that helped me win some money.
Again, I had a great trip, but a terrible trip because I lost my cat of 15 years. Had to send her over the Rainbow Bridge or whatever, so it's tough to cross this bridge as I head back to Ohio.
Okay, that was crossing the Mackinac Bridge. Gas is $4.19 here as well. So I will get up to speed. Well, I'm speeding now actually. I will ramble more. I got a long drive ahead of me. Elf Boy GPS is telling me I should arrive there at 3:15 in Dayton. So if I make it by 4:15 or 4:30, I'm good with that. But we'll see. Pretty much stick to 65-ish. So let the onslaught of everybody passing me commence here when we get out of this construction. Alright, again, I can't see because of the bright sun if I'm recording or not, but hopefully I recorded that for you. I don't know what's going on with this thing now. I don't know if it recorded that, didn't record that, if the battery's charged, if the battery's not charged. Just trying to do a ramble and back up to 60 something. But I'm going to remain careful. Hey, you can see again. So yeah, let's see if we can do that again. That was a lot of fog.
Because of more technical difficulties, you didn't get to see that. I basically couldn't see there for quite a bit.
Alright, so I've just been driving, being quiet, being blinded by sun intermittently. Again, you talk about what's on your mind, and sometimes the same things come to mind more often than some people might want to hear them. Give this guy a chance to get up to speed. I'll keep going. I never understand why lot of stuff's blurry in my memory on what I've posted, so I'll have to look at that. But looking back on her last few days, you know, I've been kicking myself a little bit. Again, I did a whole I know I did the right thing, and I did. But you still kick yourself a little bit on if you really did or not. And try to put the microphone back in, see if it makes any difference. Alright, microphone's back in, we'll see if it makes any difference. Be a good test. But looking back at the videos of her last few days, I did the right thing. Being an optimistic person, I was trying so hard to convince myself, maybe convince her, that she was going to be okay. But I just take solace in I had support that I needed, that I really needed. Vinny's cool. I love Vinny. He's a wonderful cat. And then you use that word that you hate to use, but he's not Kiki. Actually, I've said it before, but her real name, because it's spelled funny, is Hawaiian. It's Keiki, or was, and it means little child, little one. And her brother, who died 4 years and 2 days before she did, his name was Koa. So we bought them after a trip to Hawaii, and then, you know, everything became all Hawaii related. So I had to name the cats Hawaiian names. But she was like many people have with pets. When your life isn't always going well, we turn to them a lot, and they give us so much. And that little ball of fur got me through a lot of rough times. So it's tough to have her not here. But I got Vinny. I got his shot this morning. He's doing pretty well. But I don't think I'll get any more pets. I don't know. I never thought she was going to tolerate Vinny, and on her best days, that's pretty much what she did, was tolerate him. Because that cat literally really didn't like anybody else except for maybe the last year. She made another friend, but other than that, it was pretty much me. She didn't like other humans, she didn't like other cats, other dogs. Pretty much it was just me. And I didn't think, I was surprised that she accepted Vinny as much as she did. And Vinny won't get in as much trouble as he used to. I'll tell you, he would get me so angry I'd be gritting my teeth, because he always picked on her. If you watch the old videos, I probably showed some of that, because, you know, in the house and in the van and going by loud trucks, if she had a spot, he had to make her move. He'd bite her and swat at her and just make her move. And usually she would just be like, "Ugh," and move. And sometimes every now and then she'd held her ground. But it would get me so mad at him. Especially as she was getting older. You know, she was getting to where she couldn't jump as well. But again, I said in the video, the day before I took her to the vet for her final day, she was making the jump from the seat up onto the dashboard. Come on, So I had hopes that she was okay. But what animals do is they hide when they're not feeling well. So I don't share a lot of personal stuff, and I've probably shared more of this than people want to listen to. But I miss my best friend. Her ashes are up where she always used to ride. And I ordered some, they make little keychain urns. I ordered those. I didn't want to order them until I knew I was going to be back in Ohio to get them delivered at my place. And she'll go with. So yeah, I'll talk about something else in a little bit. There's probably enough of this. No real change in the leaves down here. Very minimal. Battery acting like it's gonna die again. GoPro, stop recording. I'm going 72 miles an hour. I spoke too soon before, YouTubers. There is some color change down here in the northern lower peninsula of Michigan. There's still some sun over there. Maybe I can crop it out of there when I do the hours of editing it takes. I'm again going too fast. I'm over 70. Can't help myself. But yes, color change has hit the northern lower peninsula. Oh, I haven't talked in a while, YouTubers. It's like 10:30. Making pretty good time, and I don't know if you've run into this before, but Eddie wants to run this morning. I can't keep him under 70. He just wants to keep going. Trying to fight it. That big orange blob up in the corner. Better in real life than in the GoPro, so get out and do your own travels. But you'll have to deal with these little ribbons that look like nothing in your car, but in a van. Dum, dum, dum. Alright, YouTubers, here's the Milwaukee Bridge. And strange thing has been, I don't think it means anything, but I have not seen that many semis on the road. Not as many as normal. And again, I don't think that means anything. This road surface is so bumpy. But it's got good views that you can't see because the GoPro's not hiding.
You really don't get to see much from this angle, but if you go over the Milwaukee Bridge, it's got a pretty view. Not an amazing view, but a pretty view.
Okay, that was the Milwaukee Bridge. I'm going to try to talk again because it's so loud. It's a bad road surface. I'm about 8 miles away from the halfway point for me. And it's 11:30 about, so doing pretty good. Running 68 right now. Oh, I'm going to stay in our lane and everything. So yeah, Saginaw itself might be right about halfway from just over the bridge in St. Ignace to Dayton, Ohio. So yeah, there's a fun, useless fact. A little bit more on the Kiki stuff. I was glad at the end that I went to the grocery and bought some Cool Whip, some whipped cream, because that cat always loved whipped cream, and it was fun to watch her eat it. And even though she wasn't eating at that point, she did eat it. She did lick it up. I tried to get her to eat some bread Another strange thing that cat loved was bread. If I'd sit down and eat a sandwich, she'd get up in my face squawking that she wanted some bread. But I'm hoping the good memories will take over. And I'm saying all this because I think the next video that I have to edit is our last camping trip. So yeah, there are good memories in life and we have to hold on to them. We have to put all the loss we all suffer into some perspective. Alright, I haven't been talking much, but we're going to Love's.
Turn left.
No. Because we're going to get go-go juice at $3.92. Right, Vin?
You probably don't need to see this, but if you're going to get an RV, you're going to go through a lot of go-go juice. It's worth it for the sights you get to see.
Alright, gassed up. I did a quick calculation. Still got just over 14 miles a gallon, running mostly about 70. So I lost about a mile a gallon from my normal 62 to 3-4 in that range. Yeah, but it's still a lot of money at $3.93, 80 something. That's why that little bit of winnings at the casino doesn't hurt. Alright, I'm just listening to sports radio stuff. Not a lot of rambling to do yet. I got, let's see. Got 185 miles left to go. Which is, at least 3 hours probably, so there'll be plenty of time to talk. And once again, I don't have the mic plugged in, so I won't know if it does any different. Let's plug it in. See if you can tell any difference. Okay, first I gotta not hit this camper in front of me. And I got the lapel mic in my hand, so we'll see if that makes any difference to you. And to me when I do the editing, to see if this darn thing's even working. Alright, that's all I got. GoPro stop.
Exceedingly tired of this GoPro driving me nuts.
Welcome to Ohio. Ohio.
This video has gotten super long, hasn't it? I'm sure I've lost most of you and nobody's coming back. But I like showing the clouds moving, and this was a good day of driving.
Whoa. My butt came up out of the seat. So did Vinny's. I could work on that.
When you get a long day of driving your RV, you just keep driving a long day of driving your RV. Follow the place that the GPS tells you to go, and it'll get you where you need to be. Usually.
144 miles. 4:06 arrival time. I smell something gross. I hope it's not me. Hey YouTubers, I'm still here. I'm still driving. It's still the same video. Under 100 miles. Getting there. It is 2:40 or so. Got about an hour and 20 minutes. Hopefully. I'll sum it up later, but that's what Ohio looks like. This is what Ohio looks like. 86 miles to Daytona, Ohio. Ohio.
It might be old and I don't want to jinx it, but this RV just keeps on going.
Alright, I apologize for cutting across a solid white line. I try not to do that, but that guy was going way too slow. But basically, I'm summing this up. I made pretty good time, under 8.5 hours. Like I've said, it was a good trip and a terrible trip at the same time. But it's always good to go in a UP. It's just not good when stuff happens that you have no control over. But Keek's still with me up here. She'll stay there. I hope you enjoyed some of the videos. Went to some really good campgrounds. Was gonna go to more, but I gotta continue on route according to Elf Boy. I was gonna go to more, but situations beyond my control. I wanna get over, dude. Get over. There's nobody behind me. But, yeah. It was, it's much warmer here. I'm still wearing a sweatshirt, so I'm kind of like, ugh. But where was I? Oh, I was wrapping up. That's where I was. It was a good trip, and it was a terrible trip. And those kind of things can happen to all of us. So all I'll say is keep the people that are important to you, whether they're humans or covered in fur, keep them close. Be nice to them. Relish the good times. Remember the good times when you can. I didn't know we had a camping world here. That used to be something else. Now it's a camping world. Huh. So yeah. I got distracted. But it was a good trip. I'll be back in the UP again. I wish there were 3 of us going back to the UP again, but just the 2. Right, Vin? Vinny's doing good. But until the next video, I hope you enjoyed all the travels up in the UP, and if you get a chance, get yourself up there. It's a pretty cool place. But don't too many of you go. Don't get it too crowded. I'm not making much of a point, so I'm gonna say until next time. I again hope you enjoyed the videos.
We'll see if there's a next time, but have a great and wonderful day.